Well, I hope you're all having a very Merry Christmas with your friends and family. And to note, I wasn't planning on doing a video, but I figured I should do something for today. So I figured I would just do a short. I mean, I don't do that many. But I wanted to do it on The Housemaid. It was absolutely phenomenal, right? And it was based off the novel from Frida McFadden of the same title, which is also crazy because the book came out in 2022. So 2 years later, it's being adapted into a movie. So that is kind of wild that the book was that good. But it is a bestseller, so give it to Frida for being able to write such an incredible story. But so the film starred Sydney Sweeney and Amanda Seyfried as Mealy and Nina Winchester. Now, Nina Winchester and her husband Andrew are looking for a housemaid, right? Like Nina says she's pregnant and she needs someone to help clean up the house, take care of her daughter Cece, and, be able to kind of keep things intact in their very luxurious mansion house. I mean, their house is outrageously huge. And Mealy is homeless and played by Sydney Sweeney. It's like, okay, really? Sydney Sweeney being homeless? I mean, come on, that girl is so gorgeous. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, I'll take her in a heartbeat. And she also has a past criminal record, right? She was in prison for like 10 years. She was serving a 15-year sentence for killing a boy at her old fraternity for trying to rape one of her roommates. Pretty wild. So she ended up going to prison because she did kill him. She didn't mean to, but she did, right? So now she's living as this in-house maid. And through the trailers, you would assume that she is going to take over the lives of this family. She's trying to take Nina's husband. She's trying to be there for the daughter more. And she ends up, subsequently over time ends up having an affair with the husband. And so throughout the film, you're like, no, Millie, why are you doing this? Like, you're going to ruin everything. You're going to have this crazy woman, Nina, be after you and try to hurt you because you're going to steal her husband. And she actually has a line in the movie where she says, don't get near my fucking husband. And it turns out that it's the best subversion of expectations to add this twist of toxic masculinity. And I know we're all tired of it, but it was actually done very well in this story where the husband is actually this crazy, sadistic, not necessarily a serial killer, but he is wrong in the head to the point where he just wants everything to be perfect. And if you don't do something right, he puts you in the attic and locks the door and keeps you in there, which is where Nina has Millie stay, and you assume that she's just going to have this room and she's going to live there with this family. But after the affair happens and after Nina subsequently gets kicked out by Andrew, you start finding out that Andrew actually tormented Nina and actually, made her go crazy, sent her to a psych ward, tried to take custody of her own child away from her, and created this whole elaborate scheme where she tried to drown her daughter and kill herself, which she didn't. But she was just so beaten down that she probably would rather have just to be able to get away from this man. So as Mealy ends up being now his new, where his attention is now set, she ends up being put into this attic and into this lifestyle of trying to make her the perfect person before she inevitably ends up taking his life because she don't play that shit. So it was wild.